What's up everybody? Welcome to What's Up Vlog episode 42 I think we are at now. I'm doing my first race back after the catastrophic failure of the ZHR Hare Hounds just before Christmas. I'm carrying an extra couple of kilograms which I have added to my Zwift profile, you'll all be pleased to hear. It's another Hare and Hounds race. This is we're on Thursday evening, so it's the first evening Hare and Hounds I've done. I'm looking forward to this one. We've got 60 riders on here so far, including some very familiar faces. So this should be good. We've got about 1 minute and 20 seconds until the flag drops, but nobody should be moving. These are the the instructions that Robert reiterates over and over and over again, but still people, including myself, seem to forget about it. So in a minute's time, the timer will tick down, nobody should move. The Ds go then 1 minute past the 0 mark, and the group I'm in, the Cs, should go at 4 minutes past the 0 mark, with the Bs and the As to then follow on. So be interesting to see how this works out. I think this is the last one, according to Robert, I think this is the last Hare and Hounds that we're doing where it's basically A to D categories. I think he's going to base it on individual lap times. So similar to the individual handicap race that he does, I presume. I'm not sure how that'll be bunched into groups, but that'll be interesting to see. This is the flat London course. Like I say, my last race, as you'll have all seen from the video, was absolutely catastrophic. It took me a while to recover after that. Right, so here we go to the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and nothing should happen. Well, still, right, look, they've all gone off. Right, is anyone going to stop? There's about 30 riders, all just gone. So there we go, Robert straight away, more than 20 disqualified straight away. I think quite a lot of them have jammed on the brakes to try and keep themselves in the race. But oh no, maybe they're just going to go now and have their own race. It's so funny. It must be. It's a hard thing because not everybody. I've mentioned this before. Not everybody joins the race at the same time, so they can often miss the instructions. But Robert has. I think I've seen it come out 5 times so far while sitting in the start pen. Like I say, I am guilty of doing it as well, so I'm not picking on anyone here. It just seems everybody's sort of in race mode, ready to go. The counter goes down to 0, and you just jump at the first opportunity. So it's quite funny. Anyway, I've got a few minutes now until I go. The D group's now about to go off, and as you can see, nobody's going. Oh, there we go. We've got a couple of Ds. Right, 3. I make it 3. No, maybe 4. No, not sure what that guy's doing. Let's say 4 Ds that actually went off at the correct time. So they're going to be working hard. I better bring up my Time Is app to make sure that I'm on the right time when we leave. I should be going at 4 minutes past the hour, and it is 18:01 and 35 seconds at the moment. So I've got a little bit of time. So yeah, I've not done any exercise really over the whole Christmas period. I did the Team Type 1 group ride the day following my disastrous ZHR, but that was a nice steady pace and actually felt reasonably good on that, but haven't done any riding since. So it's been a good few days. The best exercise I've done over the Christmas period was a really nice long walk yesterday with Obi and the family. So that was nice, got some good clean air in the lungs, but I did then finish that off with a massive hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallows, so that kind of counteracted the any health benefits I may have gained from the walk itself. So this is it's going to be very much trial and error, see how long the lungs last, how long the legs last, but fingers crossed I can actually finish this one, even if it's very slowly and right at the back. Alright, so I'm going to shut up now, get myself prepared. We've got 1.5 minutes until I'm off. Right, we've got 45 seconds, and can you tell what I've done? Glasses. Right, so I'm going to have to make do with squinty blurred vision for this race, which I'm going to be starting in about 30 seconds now. I knew there'd be something. Right, a couple of guys creeping forward, trying to get to the front of the queue. That's fine, we're all supposed to be working as a group here, so I'd rather have more riders in front of me than behind me. from the seas anyway. Okay, I think we're in about the last 10 seconds. The Zwift clock seems to be slightly out compared to the time is clock, but I'm going to go on this, which is about now, so let's get the pedals moving, and there we go. Group C, go, go, go. That is a fast pace that the seas have gone off at. All like up in the 4s. I've got no chance of staying with that. Okay, so I think my best bet is probably this little group here of J Cam, T Bolger, J Keeley or Kylie, S Sampson, M RCC. We're all within a couple of seconds of each other. T Bolger, did I say T Bolger? Apologies if not. But the main group of C's, they all went off holding sort of mid 3s to 4s, already pulled 9-10 seconds ahead of us. If I tried that, I definitely wouldn't be lasting the distance. Thanks Arvot for the ride on. Thanks Craig Sharp for the ride on. Cheers Robert, Mr. Massimo Bowley for the ride on. Great job as always, buddy. There's no amount of organisation that's going to stop those 20 or 30 riders shooting off at the front, it would seem. Okay, so I'm going incredibly slowly. I'm probably pretty much at the back of the seas now. There's nothing I can do about that. We've got I've got S Sampson, J Stephen just ahead of me, and then A Meek, J Kylie just 2 seconds further up, and 15 up the road we've got MRCC, which I assume is Rafa Cycling Club. So then we've got a gaggle of riders around 26, 27 seconds of A Sorjav, M Srugis, T Rowlands, O Morris, J Cam, Cassie, K, who I think is Kev Stephen, trying to be all all discreet, and maybe that's his superhero name and I've just outed him. Sorry Kev. Who am I missing? So T Bolger, M Chouinard, is that? G Fraser, J Cam. They're all holding around 3. I'm struggling for mid 2s. It's a combination of things, that. Having put my weight up by a couple of kilograms, and just by having lost some serious fitness over the last few days, or weeks even, while I was unwell. So I've got H Freund now, 25 seconds back. So I think we are the kind of tail end of the seas. I think I missed R Bamford as well. I think he's in this race. It's up there with the other guys, about 30 seconds ahead. And I can see some of the D's now. We've got, I think I saw O'Farrell. I didn't see how far up the road he was. Okay, so each Freund is now just 10 seconds behind me and holding really good power. So I can only assume he just got off the line slowly, just started a little bit late, because he's fast enough to be up there with the groups ahead of me, without a doubt. Well, I can see Jay Dean just a little bit further back. I think it's about 40 seconds back. He was up in the what looked like sort of 11 watts per kilogram for a while there. So I'm not sure if that's a B already catching. As Mr. Freund comes past me. Right on, buddy. Good job. Let's see if you can go chasing after those other guys now. And the next rider behind me is an M. Frankfurt, who I think actually had a bit of a power outage. I'm pretty sure he was up with the guys ahead. In fact, he's now showing 4 seconds ahead of me, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Or was that, yeah, that was Mr. Frankfurt that just went charging past at 4 watts per kilogram. Or was that R Frankfurt? We got an M and R Frankfurt. Not quite sure. Not quite sure what's happening. Okay, so I've just gone back past R Frankfurt and M Frankfurt. I'm not quite sure what they're doing, whether they're having troubles. Cheers, Mark Deal, for the ride on. Mr. Deal, a fellow team type winner. Always good to see names from the team pop up. So thank you, buddy. Thank you, John Grasso, for the ride on. And I've just gone past R Bamforth. I'm not sure which group he's in, which category. I think he went off really fast at the start, and he's maybe paying for it slightly now. I've got T. Lena. It's been closing back on me quite quickly, along with M. Ventnor, who are also in the C's. I think they are the last of the C's at the moment, before they take me, that is. Because I'm not absolutely sure where M. Frankfurt and R. Frankfurt fit into this race. Now I can see the B's coming up very fast now. That's an indication of just how easy I'm having to take it. Not even at the end of the second lap. And I can see RD Darren Smith. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Although not so good to see you that close up this early in a race. Yeah, they're just 11 seconds behind. 10 seconds now with R Whitehead. Brian Montgomery. Good to see you, buddy. N Creswell. H Olga. A Cox, actually they're a little bit further back. So really is that. And M Wang as well. Arthur Fur. That's a seriously fast group there. Of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the B's. There they go. Right on, guys. Great job. And Lena and Ventnor managed to take me in the melee there as well. So right on to you two. Apologies if I'm missing anyone here, but I'm just trying to give those two guys and the group of B's that came storming past me a quick ride on. Struggling to talk, so this might be a bit of a quiet end to this race. The hat's got to go already. I don't think this is so much the illness as just the lack of any exercise. Literally no exercise, like almost bed rest. I've been working on my laptop with my feet up, just barely moving. The most I did, like I say, was the walk with the family yesterday. It was quite a long walk and quite a hard walk, but it doesn't prepare you for a bike race, that's for sure. Actually really feeling it in my backside as well. Isn't very pleasant. I can see Kev Stephen, who I know has been under the weather as well, obviously held onto that group so well. And I think he's just blown a gasket basically. Yeah, I think he basically just was working really hard to be with that group, to keep his mate D Smith behind him for a while. And when you're not 100%, it catches up with you quick. I can see I think he's going to jump on my wheel here, hopefully. He's just behind me, putting out about 4 watts. There we go. And he's on. So I think the next riders, cheers Kev for the ride on. I think the next riders that are going to come past me are A Cox and H Olga, who I thought were working together, but there's a few seconds between the two of them. But they're both sort of mid threes, closing fast from the Bs. I did go past C McIntosh. I got a feeling he was slowing to work with R Bamforth, both from RCC. So I think they were possibly just working together. Oh, so Kev giving me a lovely tow along here. She's very welcome. I didn't get any power up from Zwift for crossing the finish line again. Thank you T-Lord for the ride on. Yeah, I think that little rest for Kev, dropping back from that front group, has sort of recharged him nicely, so he's holding a decent power now, which is good for me. I can just get towed all the way to the finish, hopefully. No, I'll try and do my turn on the front if I can actually find the power to get past him. And you can see H Olga now just coming up on the wheel. A Cox just 5 seconds further back. Be interesting to see if any more of the C's from the front group are tyre as this goes on. It went off so fast. So H Olga now has finally passed me. I think he was giving a bit of a hurry up to A Cox as well to stay with him. Kev's managed to stay ahead of Olga. It'll be interesting to see if Kev's got enough to sort of stick with those guys when they go past. A big old bunch of riders here, but only a few of them are actually in this race. Alright, so Cox has gone past. He's now just a second behind Olga. And I think Kev Stephen's doing a good job of staying on the wheel. So I'm now just dropping off them very slightly, and see if I can stay in that group just for a little bit. I just want to get to the finish, so I'm a bit self-conscious about overexerting myself. Let's give Cox and Olga a ride on. Okay, so I've just passed Ventnor, who appears to have had a power drop out. Thanks H Olga for the ride on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Now I've got J Dean now coming up fast, 4 seconds behind, holding 3.5 watts. Sorry, make that 4.5 watts per kilogram, and has actually done 5 kilometres more than me. So I'm not sure how that works. There he goes, he, she, I think that was a he. I can see Kev slowing down again. Give me a hand. Thanks, buddy. Go off and enjoy your race though, don't worry about me. If I do finish this one, it's going to be very slowly indeed. Kev's going for it. He's aeroed up to 8 watts per kilogram. Cool, man, he's going for the sprint here. I think my fastest is about 16 seconds so far. He obviously saved something in his legs. He's held that for a long time as well. I dropped down to about 4 and he's back up to 5.7 as he comes over the line. That'll get his heart going. I can't see it on the timing screen, so I couldn't see what time he did. Good job, buddy. Oh, I finally got a decent power up from Zwift. I've got a feather which I can use a little bit further around this lap.
Yeah. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right.
Okay, so Kev Stephen had to call it a night. Now don't blame him, he was unwell before the start of this race. And he put in a serious effort for the first few laps, going with the fast group at the front. And finished off with a decent sprint there, so great effort, buddy. Go and get some rest. And whatever medicine does the job on you. Wine, I should imagine. I've kind of lost track of who I'm racing, but I'm not sure if Jay Stevens and T Vergelli, whether I'm catching up with them or they've gone past me. For T Vergelli, I suggest that I'm catching him or her, judging by the power output. Jay Stevens is very solid at 2.6 watts per kilogram, so I won't be catching there. And I've passed T Vergelli. Just further forward I've got S Sufriau. Again, I'm not absolutely sure. Now he's holding in the 3s, high 2s to 3s, so I think that's someone that's passed me while I hadn't noticed. Apologies for that. Jay Stevens still bang on 2.6 watts per kilogram as N Riley comes flying past me. I've got O Christian just 6 seconds behind, and then Dieselski from the B's 7 seconds back, holding on to 4 watts per kilogram. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening because S Sufriau has dropped down to 1 and it's dropped back. Okay, so this looks like Zelski right on my wheel here from the B's. It's probably got a bit of a sticky draft from me at the moment, so as I'm sort of stuck in this group in front of me. I think it's slightly held both of us up then, but obviously Dieselski a lot more than me.
Say that it feels right.
Incidentally, I've been just as C Kirby comes past me. Now why Z Kirby? Oh sorry, that's ZTRB, not ZHRB. Yeah, I've been thinking about my dream bike build for this year, and as luck would have it, Sigma Sport popped up today with a deal that they're doing on a bike that I've been really interested in for some time, mainly because of the frame set. And it's the Cervelo R2, which is basically the same frame as the Cervelo R3, just slightly heavier fork, and the total build is on much cheaper components, but the actual frame itself is exactly the same, and they've got really good prices at the moment at Sigma, maybe at other places as well, but Sigma is where I saw it. So I'm really tempted by that. I'll have to work on the wife, see if she would allow it, but it would be the absolute perfect starting point for a really nice lightweight bike for the kind of riding I do outdoors. The looks of it divide opinion, but I think it looks gorgeous. It's very classic shape, very simple lines, simple tube shapes, and it's in a sort of non-metallic kind of a boring grey, but works really well with an orange strip across the head tube and little orange touches on the bottom of the forks as well. I just think it's a very understated, really nice looking bike, and it's a light frame. I think the frame, it's a sub 1 kilogram frame, I know that much. I'm not sure how far sub 1 kilogram it is, but yeah, like I say, it's a good platform for to build a nice lightweight climbing bike. I'm still slightly curious about Jay Stevens in front of me, because that has not wavered from 2.6 watts per kilogram at all. Absolutely rock solid at that the whole time, regardless of of what the course is doing, uphill, downhill, flat. Just bang on 2.6. I'm not sure if there's a problem with his setup there, or that's just incredibly controlled, consistent riding.
Then it feels right.
I think my tactic here, if you can call it a tactic, is going to be just to kind of hold this pace till about halfway through the last lap, and if I'm feeling it, see if I can up it just a little bit, because the likes of T. Lena and Jay Stevens ahead of me, possibly catchable. They're only a couple of 100 metres up the road, so unless they've got a big kick left in them, there's potential there to try and pick off a couple of places.
So right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back.
That's Mr. Simon Schofield next to me of Zwiftcast fame. Hi Simon. Right on, buddy. Keep up the excellent work on that Zwiftcast. Okay, so I managed to catch up with Jay Stevens here, who's holding that 2.6 all the way, and really good cadence. We're looking at the speed of the legs. Is that a miss, Jay Stevens? I think it was. I finally passed. I'm just 12 seconds now behind T. Lena or Lena. Okay, so Jay Stevens back at me at 2.6 as SVC Beverly from the Bees has come past. Good ride.
Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word.
Now, I could be sneaky here. Just sitting behind Jay Stevens for a while as she holds that immaculately consistent wattage. That should pull me back towards T. Lena. Come on, give me a decent aero or something that I can use if there's a sprint at the end. That'll do. Okay, because of the draft of this bunch, Jay Stevens hasn't managed to come back past me despite higher output. And I've pulled back into within 4 seconds of T. Lena, and actually gone past T. Lena as I had my towel over my face, so apologies I didn't see that. I've already done a ride on Mr. Lena. So next up the road for me looks like Umagat. No, sorry, it's Christensen. At 25 seconds up the road. Mr. Lena's coming back at me. I assume to sort of hold my wheel for a while and then attack, which is a fair enough tactic. I'd like to work with him if I can to pull back in Christensen.
I know what's up, you can have it all. Watch me rip it off, I'll admit it. You got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shit.
Okay, so Christensen's managed to put a big kick in, up in the high threes, possibly sensing that myself and T. Lena will be closing him down. or sensing he could catch the Umagat, or both.
Always been a baller, know that you the one. I can feel it in my heart, yeah. I won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I.
Okay, so we're closing in on the last couple of kilometres. I think what I'm going to have to do is attack T-Lena on the second part of this climb using my power up. See if I can shake him out of the toe. In fact, he's dropped back a little bit now anyway. And see if we can close down Christensen in this last couple of Ks.
Stars, girl, I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right.
Okay, there is Mr. Christensen. Right on, buddy.
Girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
I don't know if I can do anything about Umagat. 28 seconds ahead. It's probably too little too late, I think.
It feels right.
No, I'm not going to get Mr. Umagat, so I have to just cruise it over the line. Oh, well, good ride, everyone. That was tough. Oh, I've somehow changed the miles. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was tough. I finished stronger than I started, so I'm pleased with that. And I think I've got enough air in my lungs to run through the finishing order. So, as follows: J. Dean, N. Riley, and D. Zelski for the podium. Well done, you three. Well done, Jake Dean, for the win. Then we've got S. Beverley, R. Whitehead, M. Wang, Ramos, Brian Montgomery. Great job, man. In 8th, and Cassie and K. Dana, rounding off the top 10. A. Creel, G. Fraser, H. V.D. Slick, F. Arthurfer, sorry about that one. M. Chouinard, A. East Mountain. Then we've got O. Morris, T. Bolger, T. Rowlands, R.D. D. Smith, good ride, man. Oh, to get 21st, good job, buddy. And then we've got A. Meek, A. Surjav, H. Freund, P. Engelin, A. Cox, H. Olger, J. Cam, S. Sampson, M. Doherty, J. Kylie, N. Creswell, D. Umagat. Managed to hold me off by 11 seconds in the end, so well done, buddy. And T. Christensen, T. Lena, J. Stevens. That's 37 of the 70 riders that started, and I came in 34th. So if all 70 finish, then I'll have done well. If not, I've come sort of 4th from last. But even so, it was a good race. I really felt it at the beginning, but was able to finish quite strongly. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'll round it up now. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'll be back, I'm not sure when, but possibly for the Sunday challenge, which is yet to be decided. So keep an eye on the WKG forum, where I'll update what we're going to do there. Thanks everyone for riding, and I will catch you soon. Ciao.